Now we are discussing about the angle of contact and capillarity. First of all, angle of contact. It is denoted by the theta. What is angle of contact? Whenever the liquid surface is touches with the solid surface, the shape of the liquid surface near the contact is generally curved. What he said? If suppose in a container, if you take some liquid, okay, liquid here touches with the solid surface now. At this place, it is not a straight line, it is just a curved. Okay, at this place. Otherwise, if you dip one small glass plate here, at the point of contact, the liquid surface is curved like this. So exactly at point of contact only it is curved. Then the angle of contact at contact only intimate. Okay, angle of contact is defined as the angle between tangent to the solid. This is solid space now. Tangent to the solid and tangent to the liquid surface. So at this place liquid will be make some curvature, that's why at this place tangent to the liquid surface within the liquid is called angle of contact. Angle between the tangent of solid surface to the tangent of liquid surface at point of contact is called as angle of contact. Okay, if this angle is lesser than 90 degree means acute angle, then meniscus shape was concave. What is the shape of meniscus? Concave, like this will be coming. Okay, if theta is greater than 90, the meniscus is convex. Okay, so the angle of contact completely depending on the nature of the liquid and nature of the solid surfaces. Clear? This is about angle of contact. Now, based on the angle of contact, we may discuss about the capillary. Capillarity. Capillarity is nothing but hair thin size. Okay, if you take one tube, open at both ends, and the bore of this tube is very small, then it is called as a capillary tube. Okay, for example, in your pen, in the pen refill is there now. Refill inside, what is the size of that bore? That bore is very small, 0.5 mm or 0.6 mm is the size of the bore. So if the empty refill is called as a capillary tube. Okay, generally the capillary tubes are made with the glass. Now this capillary tube dipped inside a liquid. Whenever this is dipped inside liquid vertically, then the liquid may rises or liquid may fall. Liquid may rises or liquid may fall. This phenomena is called as capillarity. Okay, what is capillarity? Whenever a capillary tube dipped vertically inside a liquid, then liquid may rises or fall. This phenomenon is called as the capillarity. Okay, now in capillarity we are observing the three cases. In case 1, if a glass capillary tube dipped in water. Capillary tube made with glass. What is the liquid nature? It is a water. Okay. Then the observations are the first important thing, capillary rises. What is the first observation? Capillary rises. Second one, adhesive forces between the water and glass. Adhesive forces between water and glass is more than cohesive forces between the water molecules. Which one is more? Adhesive forces are more compared with the cohesive forces between the water molecules. In yesterday's class, we discussed about the adhesive forces. Adhesive forces are nothing but the forces of attraction between the different kinds of molecules. So here the glass capillary tube dipped in water now. So in between the water and glass, always we have the adhesive forces. Those adhesive forces are greater than the cohesive forces between the water molecules. Okay. Next. The third one, angle of contact is less than 90 degree. Now only we discuss about the angle of contact. So angle of contact here less than 90 degree. That's why water wets glass. Water wets the glass. Next, the fourth one is pressure at A greater than the pressure at B. Pressure at A greater than the pressure at B. And the fifth one is less than 90 degree means the meniscus shape was concave. Okay. Now observe all these points. What he was doing? He was taken one glass capillary tube, dipped inside the water. Then what is the first point says? Capillary rises. Equilibrium rises. Second point says adhesive forces are more than the cohesive forces. That's why it will be happen. Angle of contact is less than 90 degree. So at a point of contact with the surface, the shape of meniscus was concave. Here also water surface with water na. So here also shape of the meniscus was concave. Understand? Next, if you take 2 points here, one is A, another one is B. Here, the pressure at A is more than pressure at B. That's why, let us see if on the both sides pressures are same. So here, what is the pressure acting? At this point also the pressure is acting same quantity but in opposite direction. Then the surface becomes flat. Okay, if here the pressure is more compared with this pressure at the bottom, so here pressure is more now. Due to this higher pressure, the surface is now becomes like this. Or understand? What is the shape? Concave now. That's why the meniscus shape was concave here. So here the pressure is more compared with here the pressure. So take 2 points here, A and B. Here more pressure. That's why concave shape will become. Understand? These are the observations when a glass capillary tube dipped in water. Now, case 2. If a glass capillary tube dipped in mercury, here glass dipped in water, here glass dipped in mercury. Then observations are, the first one is capillary falls. Capillary falls. Second one, adhesive forces are less than the cohesive forces. Third one, angle of contact is greater than 90 degree. That's why here water wets glass. Now here mercury does not wet glass. Okay. Next, whenever theta is greater than 90, shape of meniscus was convex meniscus. And the pressure at A is less than pressure at B. Okay. What he says? I consider one glass tube which is placed inside the mercury. Then what happens? Capillary falls. So if you take the mercury up to here, the capillary fall coming now, so level will be starts from at this place. Second one, why it happens? Because the adhesive forces between the glass and mercury is lesser than the cohesive forces between the mercury molecules. That's why theta greater than 90. Theta greater than 90 means obtuse angle na. So the shape now becomes like this. What is the shape of meniscus? They said convex. Convex means like this. This is the convex. So again you take one point here A and one take point here B. So like this. If the pressure at B bottom is more than at A, so here pressure is more. More pressure indicates the shape of meniscus becomes convex. This is convex na? So like this will be happen. So this is entirely mercury. Okay, shape of, see the first one capillary is fall down now, and second one FA is less than FC by 2, theta is greater than 90, it is the obtuse angle, and shape of the meniscus is convex, and PA is less than the PP. This is the case 2. When it happens, when the glass capillary tube dipped in the mercury. Now, the third one, case 3. If a silver capillary tube dipped in water, silver capillary tube dipped in water, then the observations are capillary neither rises nor falls. Second one, FA is equal to FC by root 2. Theta is 90 degree. This is called critical wetting. Called critical wetting. And second one, meniscus shape is flat and PA is equal to PB. It's very clear now. So if you take any silver capillary tube dipped in water, what is the value of the angle of contact? 90 degree. That means neither rises nor falls. Liquid level will be same. PA is equal to PB. This is due to the FA value is equal to the FC by root 2. Okay, these are the 3 important cases which are very much useful for the objective examinations. Okay, in the previous competitive examination papers, they are asking the questions related to this one. So if theta is less than 90 degree, shape is meniscus is concave. Keep in mind, if it is less than 90 degree, the pressure at A is more than the pressure at B. Glass capillary tube dipped in mercury. Mercury always having the angle of contact value. Angle of contact value of mercury is nearly 135 degree. Originally they said about 140 degree. But numerical purpose we are taking the 35 degree. Pure water, angle of contact is 0 degree. Okay, angle of contact between the glass and water is 0 degree. The angle of contact for any impurities present, that value is nearly equal to the 8 degree. Here angle of contact is exactly 90 degree. 8 degree less than 90 degree na. So any value given less than 90 degree, it is always capillary rises and water wets the glass and the shape of the meniscus was concave. Clear? Note down. So next topic was expression for surface tension by capillary rise method. Capillary rise method means the glass tube is dipped inside the water. Okay, whenever a glass tube dipped inside the water, okay, the liquid will be rises and the shape of meniscus we said is concave now. Now this is height from the bottom of the concave meniscus to the surface of the liquid, and the radius of the capillary tube is taken as smaller, then surface tension T is equal to RH rho g by 2 cos theta. What is the value of surface tension of the liquid? RH rho g by 2 cos theta. Here R is radius of the capillary tube, height from the surface of the water to the bottom of the concave meniscus, and rho density of the liquid. If for water density of liquid was 1 gram per cc or 1000 kg per meter cube. G value is 980 centimeter per second square or 9.8 meter per second square. And theta is the angle of contact. For pure water, theta value is taken as 0. For mercury, theta value is taken as 135 degree. Understand now? This is a very important formula related to the capillary rise method. Okay, sometimes they said the experiment done on the surface of the earth and the same experiment with the same apparatus done on the surface of the moon, then what happens to the height of the liquid? Same liquid means T remains constant, rho remains constant, theta remains constant. Same apparatus, so radius also constant. So which one changes? H changes, and from the place to place G value changes. So what is the relation now? Hg is equal to constant. When Hg is equal to constant, H earth, G earth is equal to H moon, G moon. The value of the acceleration due to gravity on the moon, we know its value is 1 by 6 of acceleration due to gravity on the Earth's surface. That's why GE cancelled. So HE value becomes HM by 6. So what is the value of the height of the liquid column on that moon? Is nearly 6 times of height of the liquid column on the surface of the earth. So at different places you taken this experiment, complete experimental setup, taken into the depth, the value of G changes, taken into height, the value of the G changes. Understand now? So depending on the G, it may be changes. Now initially if I take a capillary tube of radius R, now the capillary tube is radius is decreases to R by 2, then what happens to the height of the liquid column? Then H and R only changes, all remaining are constant, then H1 R1 is equal to H2 R2. Okay, so each and every word properly seen here. What is T? T is the surface tension of liquid. Liquid or radius of capillary tube, height from the surface to the bottom of the concave meniscus, rho density of the liquid, g acceleration to gravity, and theta is the angle of contact. Clear now? Now based on this we are discussing about some applications. The first one was, I am taking one capillary tube which is dipped vertically in a liquid. For suppose water and it's a glass tube. No doubt at all, the liquid will be rises up to certain extent. Let this will be the height h. Okay, do one thing. This capillary tube is now tilted like this. Then liquid will be coming in this way now. Okay, now he was asking what happens to the length of the liquid column. What happens to the length of liquid column? So here always keep in mind h is does not varies. Okay, here what he was doing, it is tilted with certain angle. Now this is called angle of inclination. What is phi? Angle of inclination. It is not equal to the angle of contact. Angle of contact in between the glass and water surface is always 0 degree. So it is independent on the inclination. But here phi is nothing but angle of inclination. How much angle you may turn this glass tube. Clear? Now this is h now and this is L. Let us see about this triangle. In this triangle, we know side and we know hypotenuse. So, can you find the cos phi? What is the value of cos phi? Cos phi is equal to h by L. So, h is equal to L cos phi. And we said the height is does not changes. Whenever height does not changes, this value always remains constant. H is independent angle of inclination. Please keep in mind, H is constant always. It is independent on the angle of inclination. So, L1 cos phi 1 is equal to L2 cos phi 2. It is not theta, it is phi. Phi is indicates the angle of inclination. H is independent on angle of inclination. Okay, this is the one of the important application related to the capillary rise method. Clear? So the next one is relation between the radius of capillary tube. Radius of capillary tube denoted by the small r, and radius of meniscus. The meniscus is denoted by the capital R. So I want the relation between the small r and capital R. For that, let us see the diagram. Okay, if suppose some water I consider, within that water I place one glass capillary tube and the shape of meniscus is concave we said previously. Right now? Now, what is the radius? Radius of the capillary tube means from here to here. This is the radius. Now, what is radius of meniscus? Radius of meniscus means the meniscus is now imagined in the form of the sphere. Okay, this is the meniscus shape. Now, from here to here it is called as radius r. Now, let us make an angle theta here. Now, again from this triangle, found the value of cos theta. Cos theta is equal to small r by capital R. Na? Now, what is the value of small r? Small r is equal to capital R into cos theta. What is the relation? Small r is equal to capital R into cos theta. This is the relation between the small r radius of the capillary tube, capital R radius of the meniscus. Understand? Now, this application asked in previous examinations, capillary tube of insufficient length. Capillary tube of insufficient length. In this case, what happens? Let us see. I consider one capillary tube which is dipped vertically inside the liquid. Now, we know if it is made up of with the glass and it is water, then liquid will be rises. Now, what I consider, if suppose the length of the capillary tube is just sufficient, then liquid will be rises up to here now. Now, the capillary tube dipped much more. Okay, whenever the capillary tube is dipped much more, then the liquid level reaches the top. After that, the liquid is not overflows. If the liquid is overflows, it is violates the law of conservation of energy. That's why the first important point related to the capillary tube of insufficient length, liquid does not overflows. Okay, natural laws are not violated at any time. So depending on if your water is overflow, it violates the law of conservation of energy. Hence, water is not overflow. Sir, if water is not overflow, but you said it is insufficient length, then what happens? Here, a small liquid drop will be formed. What happens here? There is a small liquid drop will be formed, but it is not come outside, overflow. If suppose it has much lesser than length, not sufficient length, then the size of the liquid drop will be increases. Here the radius will be taken as R1, here radius of curvature will be taken as R2, because small r does not changes, because I am not changing the capillary tube. Small r does not changes, but radius of curvature here changes. Here little droplet, here more droplet. Hence R1 value lesser than the R2. So, insufficient length means if the dip further and further and further, what happens? The radius of curvature is increases. Radius of curvature increases. Okay. What is the formula for a surface tension? Capital T is equal to RH rho g by 2 cos theta now. Okay, on this, the value of H becomes now 2t cos theta by 2t cos theta by R rho g. We have a small relation of small r with capital R, because the small r values does not vary from anywhere, because same capital tube I am using. But radius of curvature is changes now. Now what we got? Small r is equal to capital R into cos theta. Substitute the value here. H is equal to, instead of small r, capital R cos theta substitute. Cos theta cancel now. 2t by R rho g. Surface tension always remains constant. Density of the liquid does not changes. G constant. So H is inversely proportional to the 1 by R. So if H decreases, radius of curvature increases. Understand? Small r does not changes. If small r does not changes means capital R is inversely proportional to 1 by cos theta. If capital R increases, cos theta value decreases. Cos theta value, cos 0 1, cos 30 root 3 by 2, cos 45 1 by root 2, cos 60 1 by 2. That means the value of cos that decreases means angle of contact increases. Okay, theta values increasing, cos theta value decreases now. So here cos theta value decreases means theta value increases. So angle of contact value increases in this case. Understand? This is about some applications are related to the capillary rise method. Understand? Capillary tube of insufficient length means if the length of the tube is not sufficient to take the entire liquid, then the first point liquid does not overflow. The radius of curvature is increases if you move further and further inside the liquid, and angle of contact value increases due to radius of curvature is changes. Clear now? This is about surface tension. Thank you.